ASUS is no stranger to cramming in a ton of power into tight PC cases, and it's doing just that with the new Zephyrus G14 that's debuting at CES today. This is basically an evolution of the ultra-thin Zephyrus line ASUS has been doing for years now. But what's really interesting here is that ASUS is combining a Ryzen 7 8-core CPU along with NVIDIA's RTX graphics, going all the way up to the RTX 2060. So this looks and feels like a nice thin Zephyrus like we've been seeing from ASUS, but there's just a lot much going on under the hood. And one really useful feature is the Anime matrix display that's on the back. And this is a combination of just over 1,200 LEDs that you can design any way you'd like. So you can throw in an animated GIF, a logo, pretty much anything you'd like. It can display notifications as well. But it's a really cool way to show off something else from your laptop away from your normal screen. We didn't really get much of a chance to play with it. I couldn't really run any games, but it looks and feels great. And I have a lot of faith in ASUS's Zephyrus line. It's been really impressive since it debuted a couple of years ago. What's really interesting is they were able to fit in that Ryzen 7 CPU into a case that typically would only fit a 35-watt chip. So what ASUS did is that they downclocked that Ryzen. It's kind of a custom design for them. So it still has 8 cores. It's a bit slower than the standard 45-watt Ryzen 7, but it'll still be able to handle decent performance, just at slower clock speed than normal. And along with the Zephyrus G14, there's a new G15, which obviously has a bigger screen. And there's a big difference between these two. First of all, the G14 is lighter. It's 3.5 pounds, whereas the G15 is 4.6 pounds. And they also have very different screens. The G14 has a 120 Hz IPS display. The G15 has a 240 Hz display, which is even better for really fast-paced gaming. Both of these machines support USB-C charging for basic productivity work, but if you're going to use the GPU, you're going to have to use the larger included power adapter. You can also stuff in up to 32 gigabytes of RAM and a terabyte worth of SSD storage, making them pretty flexible as both productivity machines, something you can actually do a bit of work with, and something you'll actually want to game with a lot. So clearly the G14 looks like a really interesting, thin gaming laptop. And I think we're going to see a lot of PC manufacturers this year, especially people making gaming PCs, doing things that'll really differentiate themselves from the competitions. So this rear LED cover, it might seem a bit gimmicky, but I can imagine lots of gamers, and especially younger folks, would want to use that as a way to really stand out when they're at a gaming convention or something. We don't know how much the Zephyrus G14 or G15 are going to cost yet, and we don't have availability either, but hopefully we'll hear back soon. Stay tuned to Engadget.com for more news from CES 2020.